Hello and welcome. So, we are solving for n. That is our goal. Here is your n. You are not done until you have n equals. All right? In order to do that, we need to move everything around our n away, meaning the times 17, we got to move. The square, we got to move. The a, we got to move. The 18, we got to move. Everything around it has to be moved. So I'd say, okay, well, which one do we do first? The first thing that drives me a little crazy and is hard to deal with is fractions. Right? Fractions are usually harder to work around, so let's undo that first. Right now we're looking at division of 18. How do we undo divide by 18? Well, undo division with multiplication, meaning if you multiply by 18, you will undo the division of 18. So those are gone on the right side, and we have 18b on the left. So we have 17n squared times a equals 18b. All right, now our next goal is to move the stuff around the n. Remember, for order of operations, PEMDAS, right? Generally, when you simplify, you start at the p and go to the right. Now, from there, if you're actually solving an equation, you would start with addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, exponents, and then anything inside a parenthesis, right? Anything solving will always move the opposite direction, aka that square is the last thing that you want to do, all right? Which means the 17 and the a are moving next. So then I'd say, all right, well, which of those do I want to move? Why not both? Because think about it. What operation is joining the 17 to the n squared? Multiplication. What operation is joining the a to the n squared? Also multiplication. They're both being multiplied, which means they can both be undone by division. You can divide both the 17 and the a, and you can do it in the same step in order to move them over. All right, so 17 over 17, that's 1. A over a, that's 1. You're good to go. So then you have n squared equals 18b over 17a. Okay, and now you are practically finished. You have the n alone on one side. The only thing left is to deal with the square. How do you undo a square? Well, with the square root, of course. And what you do to one side, we do to the other. All right. Now keep in mind, we're not assuming anything about the square root. If you take a square root, you have to remember the plus or minus, right? So then it'd say, okay, well, n squared and the square and the square root undo each other to leave you with the n. We didn't have any squares over here, which is why the plus minus has to go in front of that square root. So we have 18b over 17a. We can't guarantee positive, which means that it's plus and minus is the option. Okay, is your n alone? Yes, it is, right? There's nothing else on that side, so are we done? Absolutely. For this one, it doesn't matter if you rationalize or not. It's totally fine to leave it unrationalized. You're good to go. You solved for n. That was your goal. And there are your steps. Thank you so much for watching.